Live.
We are live. Hello.
Hello, social media family. I hope you're hopping on to join us. Oh my gosh, we're so excited to be with you today. So
Yes,
excited.
I am so excited. This is our first time making a big deal out of Giving Tuesday by having a Funapalooza. Yes.
I mean, a Funapalooza, it's gotta be good.
It's got to be good. When you feel down and out, sing a song, it'll make your day. You will come to shout out loud. Sing a song, it'll make a way. Take it, Miss Ann.
Sometimes it's hard to care. Sing a song, it'll make your day. A smile so hard to bear. Sing a song, it'll make a way. Take it.
All right. Sing a song. Sing a song. Yeah, I see some people in the chat. Sing a song. Hey, Stacey Cruz. Sing a song. Yeah, this is our favorite part. Ba-da.
Ba-da. Ba-da. Ba-da. Ba-da. Ba-da. Ba-da. Ba-ba-ba.
Yes, we did
Welcome.
We hope you feel welcome. We're so excited to have some people here funning along with us. It's Funapalooza.
Yeah.
And it's the only way to be. And we are Sister Cities Girl Choir. We are staff from Sister Cities, and it's so wonderful to see you. Hey, cousin. Hey, Miss Aisha Porter. Hey, Stacey Cruz. And we are the Girl Empowerment Choral Academy, serving communities in Baltimore, Camden, and Philadelphia. And just right there, you can see this wonderful picture here, really showing some of the work that we do. So this picture was taken in 2012.
Crazy.
Unbelievable. This was our first concert. I don't think we've ever shown this picture, really. This is the first concert we ever had. It was August in the middle of Philadelphia. I don't know if you've been in Philly in the middle of August. It's hot. I mean, it is swamp hot. We were in a school building with no air conditioning. We were at Memphis Street Academy in the middle of summer, in the middle of their renovations, and they were transforming that school building. And we had our first concert on the stairwell. All those people are logged into chairs in a stairwell. We had about 12 to 15 kids that worked for about 2 weeks. And we taught them a bunch of repertoire. We did a lot of team building. We became a family. And then we toured all over the city, singing everywhere, saying, this is going to work. We know we can build a girl choir movement here in Philadelphia that is going to create transformation for the city and the communities that we care about. And that's how Sister Cities was born, just with an idea and a dream. I was so lucky to come to Philadelphia and find families and girls that really believed in our mission. And also this super important piece, staff. Yeah. Right? Folks like Ann has been, this is our 10th season of Girl Choir. And Ann, how many seasons have you been working with Sister Cities?
This is number 9 for me. So I found you right after that at the very end of your first season. And knew, like, oh my God, this is it. Pulling away from meeting you, just knowing like this is something spectacular. This is like what's happening, what you created, the belief, the passion, the investment. Yeah, it was palpable. It was, the best work that I do. Yeah.
I felt the same way after I met you. I was like, yep, we were finding the people that this dream could have as easily been their dream, right? This idea of like just making music in these authentic ways, making sure that we're centering the connection as the primary focus around the way we build and make musical structures. And this was one of our first big concerts. I think this is 2014. So 13. We are going back. Oh, 13. We are going like,
oh no, 14. You're right.
14. Yeah. We're going way back in the vault for this. So there are some girls that we're going to bring on the stage soon tonight that are in this video, and they are in 1st and 2nd grade here, and they are in high school now. So
they are itty bitty here. Yeah.
And this was one of our first chances seeing our older students and our younger students perform together. This was in Rittenhouse Square in Philadelphia. And it was this idea of like, yes, this really can become a movement where there are girls that have been a part of the program for years across time, inspiring other girls, being inspired by younger kids, building this community of song and sisterhood was really a possibility. It's funny to watch these things now because even the language we use to talk about the choir has shifted so much.
Yeah.
Because now even we're starting not to say sisterhood, but really to talk about family. Right. We do have school programs where we have, of course, we welcome mixed genders, and we welcome those children in our program, of course, as well. And we're thinking about just ways that we can just be more inclusive around thinking about, we have a women's choir opportunity that happens once a year, right? So how can we be more inclusive around age, around gender, around location? Like, how can we make this a space where just anyone is welcome?
Yeah, I mean, there's nobody that doesn't need to discover using their voice, the power of that. Yeah, there's nobody who doesn't need it. Yeah.
It's so true. It's so true. Music is so important, but there's something special about using everything that you already have to make music that really builds a sense of confidence. I've never met an unconfident singer, I'm gonna be honest. We met some cocky singers before, some singers that could use less confident, but I've never met a singer that is not confident. So this idea of just, showing up with everything you have is enough is a real part of what makes Sister Cities incredible. Oh my gosh, look at that was our soloist, Nick from Broadway.
Oh my gosh, that was a great moment. And this concert was like 250 singers.
Yeah.
Remember, they were up above in the seats above the altar and all spread out on the altar of this giant church, and talk about just being like completely saturated in the power of confident people singing. I mean, it was really a stellar moment.
It was a beautiful day. It really was. And that was, we've had so many beautiful moments traveling and with the Philadelphia Orchestra. Shout out to Naomi Gonzalez and the Philadelphia Orchestra. Shout out to Yannick. But traveling to New York, performing at Carnegie Hall, performing at the Kennedy Center, performing for our own communities here at home, expanding into Camden, expanding down into Baltimore, building school choirs, and now really turning our attention to building these networks of school and community space. So Sister Cities has shifted. And one of our big shifts also, of course, was incorporating composition.
Yes. Yeah. We were a little nervous about it at first.
A little.
Pandemic, we had to acquire some mad pivot skills.
Yes.
And not just technological pivot skills, which you can see we are demonstrating here this evening. But also skills just around facilitating group composition.
Yeah.
And trusting ourselves, right? Like we already trust each other, but to really trust ourselves to be the facilitators of that was a thrilling experience and something we're just continuing to do, right? Like how much more can we delve into this? Like it's the next level of encouraging and empowering youth to really use their voices as singers. The next step really is, now what is it that you want to sing about? Why don't you tell us, and why don't we write that song? Yeah.
Absolutely. And in 2018, we made this goal that by 2023, I think it is, we met it early. That's why we don't care what the goal is now, because we're like, oh, we arrived early there. But I think it was 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
We would that half of our songs would be original pieces. And we met that goal last year early, which is really wonderful. And we look forward to composing some new pieces soon with kids. And these ideas, the songs that they come up with are songs from their own imagination, but are also the things that they care about. So they also serve as kind of like a newspaper for the day of what matters You know, what is important in the community at the present moment. So we're really proud of that piece. So Sister Cities is all about youth power through song. We used to say it's all about girl power through song, but we're learning more and more about the expansive nature of this work. And we are 10 years of community, 10 years of creativity in community with each other, 10 years of building this community together, and we're really proud of it. We have so much excitement coming tonight. I'm looking now, I'm checking my schedule. And I think
we have some friends coming.
Some kids are coming. So we've got some special guests. We've got some songs, some sing-along songs. We're going to be singing with y'all tonight. We have songs, we call them Sister Cities Classics.
Mm-hmm.
While we're waiting for one of them, I think we'll take one out. So we've got, this is one of my favorite ones. This is off the top of my head, but this is Melodies from heaven, rain down on me, rain down on me. Melody, I see y'all singing out there. Rain down on me, rain down on me. This is the best part. Take me in your arms and hold me close. Oh, rain down on me, rain down on me. Fill me with your prayer. Oh, there she is, Holy Ghost. Here she comes. Rain down on me. Look who we've got here. We've got two
we have some
special guests. It worked.
Hello, friends.
We were not sure if it would work.
Oh, we're so happy to see you.
We were not sure if it would work. Oh my gosh, who have we got here? Who have we got?
We have got Mahala Fox, Leilani Reynoso. Hello, ladies. We're so happy to see you. So we're so happy that you are here and you're joining us, and you're gonna share some about your experience being a Sister City singer. So we have some questions for you, and I'll go first because I don't know, Miss Alicia disappeared here. Maybe she's backstage fixing her lipstick. Oh, here she is. Look at her. It looks good, Miss Alicia. It looks good. So if you would just introduce yourselves, just tell us what grade are you in now, and how many seasons have you been a part of Sister Cities Girl Choir?
I guess I'll go first.
Go first, Mahala.
I'm in 9th grade currently and have been in choir for about 9 years.
Amazing. We were just looking at little itty bitty pictures of you. How about you, Leilani? Oh no, we can't hear you. We got it. We have done a year and a half of virtual choir now. So we're getting really good at like knowing what adjustment we need to make in order to communicate with each other. Yes. How about that? Is it working? All right, we're going to go ahead, say something. Oh, yes, we can.
It's perfect.
Okay. Hi, my name is Leilani, and I'm in 9th grade, and I've been in choir for 4 seasons.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I feel old. So I'm curious, like, why did each of you, if you look back 4 years, 9 years, why did you join choir? What made you want to do it? Because this is not something that's happening during your school day. This is something you're making a commitment to that happens on a Saturday, right? So now you're older. It's like you got to get up early, get yourself there. So what made that decision for you when you first joined?
I'm sorry, I was muted. Mahala, you were in 1st grade? Is that right? 1st grade. So yeah, what was it about? I have an idea of what it may have been when we were in 1st grade. Sometimes it's that your mama signed you up.
That's right.
Yes. Is that what happened, or was it Miss Kendra?
Well, I think it was a little bit of both.
Okay.
Kendra, and Miss Kendra is an awesome teacher. So having her as a little sister was very amazing. And I guess the positivity that she brought made me also want to join the choir and be a part of that positivity.
Yeah, Miss Kendra is shout out to Miss Kendra. Miss Kendra's incredible. 10 years in Sister Cities. She's not with us tonight because she's singing somewhere. She's doing some music. Yeah. She's making music someplace. So, but yes, absolutely. And I remember you as a first grader. There was a little group of you that were in choir for quite a long time. But these, little tiny kids with all these little cute little beads and braids and and bows, just adorable. But you also all were rock stars from the very beginning. Yeah, it was really amazing. And your sister has gotten to see you grow up as a Sister Cities kid, and of course now your sister is in Sister Cities, which is pretty awesome as well, right?
Absolutely.
Leilani, what about you? You joined 4 years ago, and I know you had a friend. You had some friends of the family. Tell us about that. Your sound went away again. I wonder what happened.
Yes.
So while Leilani's going to pop in. Yeah, we can't hear you quite yet. But Mahala, why don't you pop in and tell us, and then Leilani, pop in whenever you're ready. And Leilani, maybe just don't mute again. Just stay unmuted once you get it fixed. But let's hear what was a highlight for you of being in choir all these years? What's something that you remember as a highlight?
There's so many things because Sister Cities is such a fun group. Like we do so many things, travel to different places. Like we went to Carnegie Hall, the Kimmel Center, and it was like so many things that I can't really choose because they all hold a very special place in my heart because it was just us together singing, and we love to bring that positivity around to other groups of people. So like every adventure we have and everywhere we went, I think they're all the highlight.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard to put a price on it because when we're together, it's always a good time. Truth. I was thinking the other day, I think you were in Montreal with us, and that was we had so many subway adventures, just traveling and exploring a new country together. That was a lot of fun. And do you remember how long it took us to get back on the train?
Goodness, no.
we were debating this the other day. We were debating.
It was about 15 hours.
It was a long. You have to really love a group when you're willing to ride for 15 hours on a train from Montreal to Philadelphia. I'm just saying. And we were all still smiling at the end.
We were. We were. Yeah. I don't understand why we were still smiling. We were. No one beat each other up. Nobody set anybody's hair on fire. We still loved each other when we got off a 15-hour train. Mm-hmm. That's that unspeakable love. Leilani, do you think you can talk now? It looks like you can. Your picture changes. Oops, not yet.
Oh, she's saying something really important too.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to ask you one more question. There's a question in the chat. What do you want? What do you want other people to know about Sister Cities? You said we reflect this positivity. Is that what keeps you coming back for more? Is that why you keep popping in? What keeps you going 10 years strong in Sister Cities? Hey, Pastor Sean.
Yay! Big Sister Cities fan.
Pastor Sean says, hey. He says, what's something you've learned from Miss Alicia or Miss Ann or from any other part of being in the choir that was meaningful for you? Oh, something you've learned. Yeah?
Well, to answer your first question, I think, yes, the positivity and also seeing the littles grow up and come to the big sisters, and like the big sisters going to college. That's also very, very insightful because then it's like they're not here anymore, but they're making moves on their own, growing up more, and then one day they're just going to be big.
Yeah. It's amazing you mentioned that. We have a special guest later to share one of our college.
Our graduates.
We know.
Oh.
We miss you, but we get so proud when folks go off to college and career. It's so exciting. I just dropped a message in the chat to see if Leilani can add her words in the chat. I know it's like it's coming so soon. Yeah, Leilani's typing in the chat. So after we read Leilani's last message, then we will say goodbye to these lovely ladies. Leilani is a student at Kappa, and she's a voice major there. We're very proud of her. And Mahala, sophomore, freshman. No, you know why? Because especially because of COVID. It's like
what Mahala was just saying. Mahala's just saying, "Oh, it's so nice to watch the little ones grow up." How do you feel?
You used to be the little one, Mahala. That used to be you. Mahala, what school are you at? Tell us the name of your school.
I'm at Franklin Learning Center.
Franklin Learning Center. Cool. Very cool. So we get so proud when you guys go off to the high schools that you love and then to see what you do for college and career. So Leilani says, I joined choir in 5th grade. And at that point, I had been wanting to join a choir because I didn't exactly like my school's choir program. It wasn't giving me what I needed. Well, definitely Leilani has gotten what she's needed. She's Leilani's a star. So we're so happy to be a part of her musical journey. Just the experience in general is what she appreciates, because as singers, stage presence is super important, and to have confidence in front of big crowds, it really helps you build up that confidence. That's right. If you can sing in all the places we've sung, you learn about yourself, Leilani, then you can do almost anything.
So true.
Right? It's like if I can sing at Carnegie Hall, then this little speech I'm making to become class president, I think I can do that.
Super
what
true.
else does Leilani say? Oh, that all girls are welcome no matter what. And your voice will be heard and your ideas will be considered.
I love that. These two right here, too, I have to say, are stellar songwriters. So they really have something to say, and that you've grown so much confidence with your voice and what you have to say and the difference that you're going to make in the world. And you're making that difference when you open up your mouth and you share lyrics and you share melodies and we write songs together. So we're really proud of you.
Absolutely. We're going to drop in the chat a link where you can donate to Sister Cities. And just keep, we just want to make sure that you're, if you're out in internet land, that you are seeing the impact that your donations are making. Our programs are available to everyone, and we like to make them available to everyone by making them very low in cost, so that anybody can participate without feeling like, oh, this is hard. It's like, no, music should be free because our voices came free. So we try to just make it so that just the experiences that we have together can be the main focus. So we love seeing both of you girls. We love being a part of your village. And we're so honored to be able to be friends of yours for life. And we look forward to hearing more and more from you. Thank you both for joining us tonight. We're going to keep going, but we're going to say goodbye to both of you.
You're stuck with us. We love you.
See you soon. Bye, girlies.
This makes me think.
Amazing.
The song that they wrote last season, One Day, that goes, one day to walk down the street swinging my feet to the song that sets me free. Free to be me. One day I will be free, and one day you will see me for who I am. Oh, so good.
Can't beat it.
Yeah, so good. That's their words, their melody. Pretty
amazing.
Awesome.
And we have a guest. We're welcoming Miss Fox to the stage. I see Sean Hiska says, Sean, thank you, Sean, for dropping that question. And Sean says, I was so impressed at the first public concert I attended of the choir at Penn's Landing. Oh my gosh.
That's so long ago. So long ago.
And was so impressed at the courage to sing in front of so many people. Very encouraging and inspiring. Oh my gosh.
They are courageous.
So we were singing outdoors before it was all the rage.
That's right. Maskless, but outdoors.
Outdoors, just singing and spraying outdoors. And Pastor Sean, it's so good to see you. You've been such a friend of the choir, a supporter, a monthly supporter, financially, but also just in your heart as well. Just really loving the kids, loving us, and we are so grateful for your friendship and as a friend to the choir. Thank you so much. Leilani also just threw out there that it made me want to sing more and experiment with different music to find my sound, being a part of the choir. And I now go to Kappa for vocal arts so I can do what I love every day.
Aw.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yes.
Bravo.
Yeah. And not everybody goes to Kappa, right? Not all of our singers are going on and having musical careers, and that's not what it's about. And some of them will, and some of them do, but some of them is just empowering their whole lives. And it's that, you know, their voice really matters, and they learn that, and they can turn around and show up that way, show up really big in the world and really big in their communities. And
absolutely. Absolutely. That is what it's all about that idea of I can do what I love every day. What a privilege to be able to say that about your life. And, you know, when I wake up in the morning, I know I'm going to get to do something I love doing today. And that's what we're trying to help. That's what we're trying to help everybody be able to do. Even us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Even us as adults, we want to do what we love every day too. I miss being at the church and seeing you all too weekly. We miss you too. Yeah. We miss you so much. And we know we'll find time to be together again. I wonder if we now share a message from Todd Mackover.
I think so. Let's hear from Todd. Todd, amazing Todd, who gave us such an incredible opportunity. Yeah. So Todd is a composer, friend of ours who came in and did some composing work with the city of Philadelphia. And we were really blessed and privileged to be a part of that. And let's hear what he's got to say.
Here we go. Let's all mute and then we'll start us off on our way.
A few years ago, Elisa asked me to send my favorite memory of that experience that we had together. And of course, many, many memories came flooding back. I couldn't choose just one. Singing together and presenting the piece in Carnegie Hall was definitely something that I'll never forget. But the two memories that come to mind right away were, first of all, during the time over almost a year when we were preparing that piece, I came down to Philadelphia pretty often, and as often as possible, I'd stay for a Saturday morning so I could come to your rehearsals in the big church in the Kensington neighborhood. And I'll never forget one morning, we'd been trying out different kinds of music. I'd been listening to songs that you were learning. There were little bits of music that I started to learn that you were singing. But we decided that morning to do a creative project. And the idea was to break up into small groups, and for each group to think of some words and maybe some ideas, maybe even a little poem that reminded you of something important in Philadelphia and in your lives in Philadelphia. So we broke up, we got back together, listened to some of the text, and then broke out again to turn some of those texts into songs or into poems that you could recite. And I can't tell you how thrilled I was and really blown away by the beauty and the variety and the incredible creativity that every single one of those poems showed. Some were done by 3 or 4 of you together. Some were done by just one person, but they covered so many aspects of Philly, of places, of experiences, of smells, of sights, of things in your own personal lives. And it was so beautiful that almost all of that material I found ways to put into the final symphony. So it's all there for you to see and hear. It's recorded and everybody can enjoy it. But so much creativity in one room. I've hardly ever seen that. And the other thing I remember, among many, many memories, is we'd all been trying out different parts of music from Philadelphia Voices. People all over the city had been creating bits of music, recording sounds. I went from place to place to meet lots of different people, but I think each group that working on the project didn't have any idea of what it would be like together. And I remember the very first time when all of the singers involved in the project, and for those of you who were there, that was like 300 singers from all over Philadelphia, from adult choirs, college choirs, church choirs, you name it, every possible kind of singing group came together at the Westminster Choir College in Princeton to sing through the piece for the very first time. So as the composer, I'm always nervous when that happens. I'm nervous that it's not going to line up right, that it's not going to sound good, that people aren't going to like singing it, that it's going to be difficult, all of those things, of course, mixed with some excitement. But I'll never forget the Sister City group was right there in the middle. It was a big choir room with seating around. I can remember exactly, it was like this, and the Sister City group was right here. And those of you singing in that particular piece were a pretty wide age range. So some were seniors in high school, but others were middle school, and it was pretty wide. Some of the younger people on that stage trying out the music were from sister cities. And I will never forget that as soon as the music started, every one of you sang that music, not just exactly the way I wrote it, but with intensity and passion and feeling and musicality, right along with the college students and the adults and people from all kinds of backgrounds. In my view, your performance right from the beginning was the one that had the most heart to it and the most music, and it was actually in tune and really beautiful. So I was just blown away, just as I was when I heard your creativity. So I am so impressed with all of you, with how much you care about music, with how much you care about each other, with how well you work together, and with what kind of beautiful music you bring into the world. So I always look forward to hearing what you're going to do.
Amazing.
Oh man, that's the first I've seen that I'm so touched by that he shared that. That really is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was an incredible opportunity.
Oh,
to
really?
Help to work with the composer, to hear how the piece was developing, and then to perform that piece. But that piece was hard.
Very difficult. I mean, I remember when we first got the scores, like, do we have to cancel everything else for today? Like, are we gonna do this?
I was like, oh wow. The counting, the melodic shapes. It was a challenging piece for an adult. Yeah. And I remember the first time we showed the students, you really don't want to show any fear, right? So it was like, this is the piece. All right, well,
you're going to do it. We're going to do it.
It's time to start. 1, 2. And everybody was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, there are parts of that music that were in 7/8. And if you're a musician, like going from 5/8 to 7/8 to 3/4, all on one page of music with middle and high school singers. And they just embraced it.
They did.
Yeah, they really did.
They're like, okay, this is the music. Sounds great. Well, let's learn it. That fearlessness. So very grateful. Thank you so much, Todd. It was wonderful to hear from you. Oh my gosh. We only have about 8 minutes left.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. Well, this would be a good time for us to drop in the chat, I think, again, too, just the link to that donation, because that work that we're talking about, that we're so passionately talking about and sharing about, that Todd is sharing, doesn't happen without support. And we're so, so grateful for all of the individuals who support us at, however they can. This takes really a huge community of support around us to do this important work. Yeah. Absolutely. So we're so grateful.
Super grateful. We're super grateful. I wonder if we should hear from Ruth.
I think we should.
Yeah.
I think that would be great.
Awesome. Perfect. All right. So who wants to here? I'll share a screen so you can see a photo of this incredible young woman. Ruth was one of the original singers of Sister Cities.
She was.
There she is as a teenager, but she joined when she joined Sister City, she also had bows and baubles in her head as well. She was a little baby, and her littlest sister was in her mommy's belly.
Yeah,
actually. And her littlest sister just this year joined our big sister choir.
She's in 5th grade. Emily.
I was like, Emily, are you in the big sister choir? And she was like, yeah. I was like, but you were just a baby. I was just holding you. Not anymore, gal. Catch up.
Three incredible girls we've had the
Yes, y'all
honor.
keep taking my
Joy to
littles.
teach.
Yes.
Y'all keep taking my littles.
That's right. That's right. I mean, this year especially, I turned around and there were several girls where I was like, "How are you in 5th grade already?" You were just in 2nd grade.
Exactly. And you'll have a couple more come next year. We're like, me, Kendra, and Cecilia will sit there and be like, "Oh wait, these are the ones we're gonna lose next year.
We're taking them.
I think we need to change the grades and let them keep them at 6th
Right.
grade. We'll keep them at 5th."
Right. Right. All right. I'm gonna play you guys. So Jackie and Ann, you interviewed Ruth today.
We did.
And Ruth is a dynamic young woman. She always, again, she was a star when she was in 6th grade. She was a star, but she's a dynamic young woman in college now. And so you guys got a chance to catch up with her, hear about what she's doing now and about her choir experience. All right, here we go. I haven't seen this video yet, so I'm fully prepared to weep.
Oh, you will.
Okay, perfect.
It's so nice to be here and to speaking with you both. And I'm so happy to I feel so honored to be able to be in this piece with you all. I am currently a sophomore student in Temple University. So it's my 2nd year and I'm commuting from home. So I'm still here with my family and friends. And it's been so long, such a long time in choir. I would say forever. I've been in choir. I've been in here for the longest. I think it's like 8 or 9. I'm not really sure, but I think it's around those because my sister is also in choir, so she keeps the numbers out. I actually remember when I started, like it was yesterday. I used to go for middle school to Memphis Street Academy, and choir used to be an after-school program, and that was in the 5th grade. So I actually joined choir in the 5th grade. I was so tiny and such a mess. And I know Miss Alicia has pictures that some should not be revealed, but she has pictures of when I first joined. And honestly, I joined because I love to sing, but I was also very such a shy person, and I wanted to come out of that. I wanted to come out of my own comfort zone and join a choir and join a family that would actually help me to develop more with singing and meeting different people and just being part of a club in school. What really touched me the most were our practices and our going to the concerts on our way, if it was in a bus or in a yellow bus or in one of those big ones, like everywhere or anything, however we went, it was always us keeping each other accountable and making sure that we were all good and that we weren't nervous and that we were always talking. And it wasn't just singing in front of people. It was a family and you felt comfortable. You felt at home being part of it. And yes, at the beginning, I was nervous because I didn't know anybody, but the more you stayed, the more people you met, it was like a family. You couldn't be nervous around them. You couldn't feel scared to perform anymore. You learn so much, not just about yourself, but about other people. And that's something that I will forever cherish, is how family we are. And I know that even though I'm not in choir anymore, I would still cherish and hold you all as my family, because it's just things that you do that will forever be cherished in your heart. They open you with warm, welcoming arms. It's the best sisterhood you could ever imagine and be. And I never thought that I would be in choir for so long. I thought it would just be a middle school thing, but then it continued into a high school thing until I was able to graduate, which is so sad because I still wish that I could be in choir right now. But it's just, if you have something like a passion in you that you really want to strive into doing, or you want to build on it, don't be afraid to do it. Go for it. Because that was the best decision I have ever made in middle school, was to join this choir and was to continue to build relationships and continue to learn vocally and everything wise. I was very, very, very shy at the beginning of choir, and I know everyone that's been seeing me grow can say the same thing. But I am so proud, and I am so honored and blessed to have been part of choir, because I developed in such a beautiful way. I have been everything choir vocally. I learned in choir.
Amazing. We miss
Right.
you. We love
Yes.
you.
We love
And the
you,
best
Nate.
thing is we don't pay them to say it. We don't even tell them
Okay.
what to say. It's like,
Mm-mm.
I love hearing the testimonials to see how this organization touches younger ones. And as they've grown up, she's in college and she still has this affinity for Sister Cities Girl Choir. It tells you a lot.
It does
Yeah.
say a lot. It does.
Yeah.
It does.
It makes the work so worth it when you see, when we ask them those questions and it just flows right. I mean, all we did was ask the same questions we asked Maha and Leilani, and she just shared that so much from her heart. And that's why we do what we do.
Absolutely.
That's what we do.
Absolutely.
And we do have some incriminating photos of you, Ruth.
We do have some great photos.
Yes.
We do.
Gonna say.
I do tease the kids about that. I'm like, I have pictures, a lot of pictures of y'all with
summer camp
1,000
pictures.
beads. Yes, 1,000 little beads in your head and a 72 ponytails, looking adorable, looking fashion forward, but super cute and little. So super little. I see Princess Thomas here. Hey, Miss Aisha, it's good to see you, Miss Porta.
Yes.
And that's
a big
another one.
supporter.
Yes, thank you so much for coming out and supporting us today, and of course your sweet baby girl. Speaking of fashion, Princess.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, truth.
Speaking of that, one time Princess had on some outfit. I said, "Are you dressed up as Mary J. Blige?" She was like, "No, these are just my clothes." I was like, "Okay."
She is like literally. Princess does again. They're with us when it's in person or virtually at 10 o'clock on a Saturday. Yes. Right. Big sisters, teenagers want to sleep in. Princess comes. She always looks good.
Always
put together.
I've never seen her like in sweatpants and like a ratty shirt, or just like, oh, I'm just rolling out of bed. No,
she's very good.
No. Yeah. Definitely she's won fashion awards at Sister Cities before. She's won a few fashion awards. Well deserved. Well, no, because we have quite a few fashionistas. I wonder if we do a little. Should we do a little? The sound is not going to share.
It's not. We should show it and share it. We should show and say, go visit this.
All right, cool.
If you want to cue it up and I can share what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we go. So
this is rediscoverharmony.com, right? .org.
.com.
Rediscoverharmony.com. Maybe Miss Fox, you can put it in the chat. So I really encourage you to hop online and play with this. One of the things that we discovered, something's happening. One of the things that we discovered having to go virtual is, gosh, how much it is easy to take for granted as a choral singer, being surrounded by singers, being in like the soup of harmony, and how good it is for your soul, right? Mm-hmm. So there's this great tool that Chorus America put out called Rediscover Harmony, where you can hop in, hop on here and play with other singers, each individually singing notes that when they get put together, you're singing with chord progression. You can create chord progressions. You can sing on top of it. You can record it and send it to your mom even.
Do it.
That would be nice. So you can compose, and it's a great tool. So this is what we're showing you right here.
Now we do see a Sister Cities girl there.
Yes.
Our wonderful F Sharp.
There she is.
Love it. Love it.
I'm singing a beautiful ah vowel with a lot of height. Let's look at it again. It has.
Oh, look.
And Lance said that's him in there.
That's you? That's me and them. That's my brother. That is a beautiful ah vowel. Second grader, Kimberly Lee. Yes, she is related to me, but she also the day we needed to get this done, I was like, I'm taking you to the pool. You can do me a favor, and then I'll do you a favor and drive you to the pool. Happy to drive you to the pool. So super great. And she's joined by singers from our lovely friends, Boston Children's Chorus. She's joined by folks from choirs all around the country, and each singer representing their choir. And this tool has been really great. And I heard you over there improvising a bit. And that's what we've been using the tool for as well, is to build up that improvisational component, so singers can improv over top of it, and also just having fun playing chords, and but really using it for us, we're thinking of using it as a composition tool.
Yeah.
To help us expand our compositions. Now, speaking of compositions, we're about to log out, but we want you to know, Sister Cities invites you to our winter concert. And at the winter concert, we are going to play a few of our original pieces. And we're going to play one right now as we head out. This piece was written by Ruth Ortega's sister, is the poet, Chelsea Ortega. Mm-hmm. And the song was written collaboratively with a group of about 8 to 10 singers, and in a session led by our favorite Dr. Martha Gonzalez from Scripps College, who we love and adore. And this song was, again, all of the adults in the room stayed muted and silent, and the kids, the young people, the youth in the room wrote this song about home. Now, one of the things I want to mention before we play it is this line that is at the top of the song that really makes me it's a little too much for me sometimes, but it's a little too emotional. But this line where she says, "Cousins with no blood relations, they don't know you, but they do." And just how beautifully that encapsulates what a lot of us feel growing up in our communities. Cousins with no blood relations. Sometimes people don't understand that line. They think it means it's talking about like broken homes or like children that are displaced, but it's not talking about that. It's talking about the sense of family that we feel when we walk down the street. Growing up, my mom's friends and my neighbors, I didn't call them, Mr. Blank or Mr. Brown, or I called them Uncle, Tio, Aunt, Auntie. Yep. They're families, right? And their kids are my cousins. We are not related. We are not blood related. In some cases, we're loosely connected, but they are my cousins. They are connected to me. We are connected. And that idea of that cousins with no blood relations, it really speaks to me about the kinds of ways that we build family. And that's something that's also a part of Sister Cities. You've heard us communicate about our own selves as family, right? And this idea that we are aunts and cousins, and that we are friends and cousins together. So we want to play this song now for you. We hope that you'll enjoy it. This is a Sister Cities classic. It's a Sister Cities classic tune.
Yes, it is. Composed over Zoom.
Can you believe that?
The way that we have stayed connected. Yeah.
It's unreal. Unreal. Here we go. Home by Sister Cities Girl Choir, Studio 9, Big Sister Girl Choir.
Home is love. Home is family. Cousins with no blood relations, they don't know you, but they do. Home is people, they got nothing but give everything to you. Cousins with no blood relations, they don't know you, these people, they got nothing, will give everything to you. If your grasslands in the corners, they also to make money. Words get off, spoken fast, but all through. Home is love, home is family, salt water, and fish. Not just people we live with, rays of sunshine, warmth of skin, in the light so bright within. The mother's bustling with music, home is family, nostalgic feeling of warmth. Home is family. Home is family. Providing joy all around. Home is family. Grasslands in the corners, they hustle to make money. Words get on, spoken fast, but through. Home is love. Home is family. Salt water, and fish. Not just people you live with. Rays of sunshine, warmth of skin, feeling light so bright within. Home is love, home is family, salt water, and fish. Not just people you live with. Rays of sunshine, warmth of skin, feeling light so bright within. Home is love, home is family. Home is love, home is family.
I will now sing that. I will now be singing that for the next 2 weeks.
It's like,
It's a good
ooh.
It's a good one.
It's so good. It's so
Yes.
good. So good. It's so good. We just want to say thank you. We see Pastor Sean. You heard it here first. He invited us to Virginia, so
We gotta go.
yeah, we gotta go. So we'll be coming to Virginia. Thank you, Pastor Sean.
I'm
for
ready.
that. Kay Kim Brown, good to see you. Good to see you, Stacy Cruz. Thank you for popping. Oh, Stacy Cruz been here the whole time. Thank you, Stacy Cruz. And I also Kimberly. It looks like Lance is actually Kimberly herself.
Kimberly.
Hello, superstar.
Sneaking
So-
on some Facebook.
Yes, bravo. So whatever I can do to make connections, we'll figure it out. Absolutely, we'd love that. And Kim Brown, thank you for popping in. Stacy
we love you,
Cruz, Aisha Porter, thank you so much for popping over. And we just want to say we love sharing a little bit of opening up behind the curtain, the purple curtain, and showing a little bit of the folks that are here that make Sister Cities what it is. And I love that Ruth said that it's a sisterhood you could never imagine, and it is that for us too.
Yes.
So it is that for us too. We are grateful. And this is Chorus America has dubbed today Gratitude Tuesday.
Ooh.
Not just giving, but it's also a time for
I
gratitude.
like it.
And I'm definitely grateful for Sister Cities. I'm grateful for both of you, for Ann and Jackie. I'm grateful for all the folks that make Sister Cities what it is, the families, the girls, the staff, and of course our supporters as well. So we're just grateful to be able to make music together, especially in times like these. And Ann and Jackie, anything you want to say to send us out?
I love. Go ahead.
Okay.
You.
So I think we're all on the same sentiment. Like, I love this choir, and this choir came to me through my daughter 9 years ago. And I've been with you guys 8 years. She's been with you guys 9, and I have no plans on going anywhere. This is when that song exudes like everything that Sister Cities is about. like it's strangers that came together and we just sing on different accords at times, but it always comes together and we collaborate so well. So it's such a peaceful place to be.
Yeah.
I love that. We're not letting you go anywhere.
Yeah, go. We didn't
Yeah.
know go was an option.
We have Jackie tied to a chair.
Okay.
She's stuck with us.
That's fine.
Really,
I'm fine
not
with
really.
it.
But
What is
we are think about gratitude. The thing about it is just when you are in a place and where you feel like every day you wake up and you are just doing the thing that you really love to do and you're passionate about doing, that's this gig for sure. And again, we are so grateful to the people who enable us to do this. And our vision is to reach more and more singers and more families and more communities and kind of wrap everybody up in our family hug here. So we appreciate you helping us to do that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
well said.
Mwah.
Good night, everyone. We'll see you
Good
soon.
night. Thank
Thank you
you
for joining
us.
us.